Hello, dear viewers, and welcome back to our playthrough of Esoteric Ebb, Part 3. So, originally this would be the part where I just recount the story, but I think I have outsourced it to, yes. Uh, yes, okay, good. We'll just use this to start off with. You've arrived in Tolstad via waking up in a morgue. You've picked up a goblin sidekick, and now you need to focus on the actual job, the tea shop that blew up. First off, you still need to get inside. The entrance is in the middle of a big, open outside area. If you find yourself stuck, there probably should be some other ways of getting inside. Beyond that, you've also got the owner to track down. From what you've heard about this guy, he could have already left the city, though maybe if you're lucky you can catch him before he hops into the next ship down on Water Lane. But nothing so far has given you any decisive evidence. Everything about this stinks. Thank you, Chris. What Chris did not get into is the fact that we are now in the Undercity and traversing its depths below to try to chase down a man who's dressed all in fancy yellow. But so far, I think I've triggered every trap that there was and probably will continue to do so, and perhaps this run is fated to, be doomed to end early based on my very well-known and established incompetence. But regardless, let's continue on and see if we could track down more clues as to see who blew up the tea house. Or the tea shop. Sorry, tea shop. Oh, I already got it wrong. All right, and as always, dear viewer, if you enjoy today's content, feel free to subscribe so you can always find your way back home. So we continue on. Okay, something's off here. Will I be able to actually tell what it is, or will I just get murdered again? We did have a short rest with Snell. Something stashed under these heavy rocks. What? What is it? A crusader's mantle and paladin's insignia. Sorry, let me finish my thought. So yes, in the very last thing that we did, we managed to escape through a fire trap that apparently was supposed to be done in time, and I failed a roll and almost got burnt alive. But we learned about Snell and, the fate of goblin kind. It turns out the goblins were almost entirely wiped out if our god didn't decide to randomly spare them, after, subjecting them to mass death. But we continue on, and we picked up the insignia. Heavy. Official. The symbol of Norvik shaped into iron. Well, there's only one paladin left in the city. Lord Gorm. Okay, let's turn it over. The craftsmanship is exquisite. Snell, look at this. The goblin peers at the insignia. Seems official. Some leftover from an old delve? No, this is one of a kind. This belonged to Lord Gorm, the last paladin of Earth. Oh. Oh, crap. The one that's missing? The one and only. He goes quiet, his eyes darting back and forth in the dark tunnel. So... he might still be alive somewhere. We will keep up hope. But I suppose this is some type of closure. I'll report this to my patriarch once the mission is finished. He lowers his head as if to show some type of respect. Got it. Let's take a closer look. The symbol gleams even in the dim light. Most strikingly, it appears to be hot and red, clearly highly esoteric, as if containing some magical fire. And if it is here, in this dungeon, then surely Lord Gorm must be dead. Lord Gorm must be dead. A truly tragic end. The missing paladin is missing no more. Somewhere down here in the dark. You mourn. You shiver. To think that's such an awful end to such a great man. Horrible. This will be reported once you are done here. As for the insignia, it shall be returned to the palace. Eventually. May Earth guide him home. All right, well, sucks to suck, but I have a new piece of equipment. Nope, or I'll just, do I just click and drag? Yeah, there we go. And I also have found some sort of weird spirally thing. Is that the weird spirally thing? It also sounded What is... No, nothing. Great. This hurts me. This hurts me. This hurts me. Oh, wait, I could use a sword. I will strengthen it up. Come on. Come. Equip. Or can I not equip it because it's broken? There we go. All right, great. Let's move on. Carefully. Again, I have not been very lucky when it comes to traps. So hopefully... So much food. Where's my... Okay, good. All right. Okay, so seems like somebody's stockpiling something. What is this? There's a potion of healing among these empty bottles. Heck yeah. I'll take a potion of healing. I really hope I can carry everything, because I am a hoarder. Oh, this is trapped. Oh no, is this a detonation box? These sewers are below water lane. All right, what is this? A grill and some crates? HWBT crates and esoteric stove. At the end of the sewer path, you encounter a stove. Around it sit some crates and what looks like a ragged bedroll. This is a camp. Who camps in the sewers? The goblin looks around the dark, damp tunnel. I don't like this one bit. Is it normal for a camp to be in a place like this? No, cleric. Norvik sewers are notoriously dangerous. No sane person would rest here. Or survive. Let me look around. Some rats scurrying around the corners. Nothing else. Feel the stove. It's not entirely cold. Recent, huh? And what are these crates? Leaning in, you see symbols hatched into the corners of the wood. HWBT. Huh. The goblin inspects them as well. We've had shipments going missing on Water Lane, in periods. Now I know where they end up. He taps the crate. Spices. He taps another. Potatoes. Yes, it's food crates. Food? Just food. Over time, it's been a lot. Yes, these crates hold food. Why food? A glance reveals most are empty. Whoever is down here is clearly siphoning off resources from the halfway bridge tribe. Skilljoy says, goblin? What kind? A mines goblin? Gosh dang it. Welcome, Skill. Glad you're here. Did you just pop in just to say that cute little joke, or is there something more? Why food? In the sewers? A foolish question. Obviously, this is a hideout of some kind. I've been trying to nail this thief for a while. Figured it was some organized thing. And considering the size of this hall, it's gotta be. And you never thought to check the sewers? Of course not! It's not even connected to Water Lane, except for the water flow, and that's... He stops and squints at the water. Those horse cobblers. You see what they're doing? I have a feeling you're going to tell me. They've been dumping crates into the water flow, then catching them down here. Probably with a net or something. The goblin glances around the tunnel. Diabolical. I'd be impressed if it wasn't my job to keep track of this stuff. A hunter. So why food? You know, I've been asking myself that very question. I could never quite figure it out. But look. The goblin shoves the loose lid of a crate, revealing an empty inside. Could they be... Maybe there's a colony of sewer folk eating that stuff? It is a lot of calories. We've lost maybe 1 or 2 of these crates every other month. Not enough for a dozen people, but a handful? Sure. Comes creeping... Oh gosh, there is a hunter! Oh, what? So what do you propose? Should we keep guard and see if they come back? Possibly. We could also go get backup. I know we're on the tea shop mission, but... Quest. What? The tea shop quest. Right. Anyway. This kind of is a big deal for the halfways. Lady Sageleaf will be happy to finally get this thorn cut down. A Skill says, no, that's it. I'm very mature. Thank you. I do appreciate that. But yeah, please let me know of any other. Well, no, I'm not going to fall for anything else like that. So don't be tempted. Um. Uh. We should go get backup. Yeah, probably for the best. I somehow have the feeling that whatever is eating all this won't be too happy about us finding the stash. Right behind. Honestly, this whole thing is just creeping me out. You're telling me. You've heard this phrase before. Don't comment on it. Maybe we should just leave. I'm not going to stop you. Who likes being in the sewers? I don't. Me neither. Anyway, your very flesh. Your companion gasps for air as he glances back. You watch as his entire body suddenly leaves his corporeal body. For an instant, he is not a goblin. He is a ghost. Kraid hungers. Turn around! The goblin is already on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, aiming. To see Hunt come to Kraid? How good. What is that? You watch the hulking mass of flesh and the wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. It towers over you, its gaping maw widen in what can be constructed as a mocking smirk. All right, I guess it's our first instance of combat. Okay, so we're probably not going to go first. Earth bless your soul. Okay, good. As if all the playful toying with his food is suddenly over, the croc-like creature lunges forward. Silent and focused, it reaches your face, an entire body enveloping you with its maw. Then it bites down. Oh, that hurt a lot. You managed to squirm out of its grip before it rips your being to shreds. Skill says, this is the first combat? Zombie Gator, damn. Yeah, it's horrible. Blood is lost. You can't let that happen again. Ah, crap! Snell's sling creates an incredible sound, echoing down the tunnel. He lets his stone fly in a powerful blast. The projectile hits the monster right in the neck, causing him to let out an angry growl. Okay. This is your dragon, and you must stand tall as it consumes you. You are food. There's not much time, but if there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. Okay, yeah, well, I got chomped to shreds. Stop, we've come to bargain! It stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. Soulless, predatory. A beast who developed consciousness but lives without care for others. Fascinating. The goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep growling sound. It sounds annoyed. No hunt? No struggle? Ah! A frustrated shriek. Fight! Struggle like rabbit! It gives you a shove with its claws. I am down. And I am dead. Okay, first death of the project. Great. Let's go back. All right, so good news is I'm not going back down that way. Well, actually, I might. Wait, no, that means I didn't get the thing. I need to get the thing. Give me the thing. A Crusader's Mantle. Oh, okay, so it's a spell. That's what I got. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Yep, yep, the one and only. Great. Reroll new cleric. Don't worry, Skill. Every cleric I'm going to roll is probably going to die at the first encounter. It is tradition. He might have been died. I suppose some type of cleric, proton patriarch. Yep, great, got it. Okay, examine it carefully. Great, good, great. Yep, Gorm is dead. How tragic. Yep, yep, great, good, great. May Earth guide him home. Fantastic. We go in, equip sword, equip whatever the hell this is, and we're gonna save. We're going to save right now because me dying is a very real possibility, and we're going to leave. I just want to see if there was another way out aside from going and getting myrtleized by the killer croc. There is. Okay, great. Oh. Oh, this is a trap and a half. Hello. A massive statue of a minotaur. Oh, good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I did this. The door closes behind you. Your companion lets out an audible gulp. Gerzeldeba. Snell, why did you let me go into this obviously terrifying chamber? It's... You're the cleric here! The words change tone and intensify, mimicking your own wave speech. Two have stepped into the fifth chamber of trials. This will be your final and most mounting challenge yet, O champions of the host. If outside again you wish to see, answer me these questions 3, the answer of which I shall judge fairly upon thine soul. Who will take the first step? What happens if I say the wrong answer? You will be cast into eternal peril. Do I have to answer all 5 questions correctly? 3 questions. 3 questions. Okay, 3, got it. Do I have to answer all 3 questions correctly? Answer me questions 3, the answer of which I shall judge fairly upon thine soul. Wait, are you a sentient type of trial guardian or more like the magic mouth type? Who will take the first step? All right, Skill, you're going with time, a man, and silence. Okay, those are some pretty solid riddle answers. Let's see. The statue obviously has a magic mouth spell cast on it. It is programmed to react to certain types of inquiries in the speaker's original tongue. Do not think about it too much. Answering the questions in a straight manner will do just fine with this barbaric setup. Can my goblin sidekick help out? The other will not interfere, or the trial is failed. The other will have a turn of their own. So it's really 6 questions. 3 questions. Times 2? 3 questions. 6 questions. Got it. You go ahead, cleric. Nothing. Skill says nothing. Darkness. I'm bound to be right at least once. A towel. That gets more wet the more it dries. The light lands upon you. First question. What is your name? Whoa. Deja vu. Not this again. My name is... The light intensifies. Say Ron. Wouldn't it be funny if I said something completely unexpected here and it turned out to be the correct answer? No. Fine. Simply state your name. My name is Ron. The light blinds you for a moment and you feel the chamber shake. What is your quest? To solve the mystery of the tea shop that blew up. Again, the eyes of the cow glare into a fiery beam. What is your greatest fear? To be abandoned? For a 3rd time, you feel that rumble along with the hot gaze of the Minotaur. Then, it then turns to your companion. The chosen will be you. Snell, in response, gives off a shocked scoff. That's easy. You can sense the relief pass over him. Yeah, this was pretty stupid. All that build-up for nothing. To find the holy... Skill says, to find the holy grail. Yellow. Something. At least the cows know how to put on a show. The goblin stands up straight, facing the light. Go ahead, Guardian. Ask your questions. What is your name? My name is Snell. He enunciates perfectly. The eyes of the statue grow stronger once more. What is your quest? My quest is... be quiet and hope the goblin doesn't screw this up. My quest is to serve Lady Sageleaf. Again, it rumbles, and you get to the crescendo of that final 3rd question. Nothing bad yet. Very nice. Snell looks confident. What is the scholarly definition of numinism? His face drops. Panic. He does not know? It is the rule of gods. What is the scholarly definition of numinism? That depends. The arcane era scholarly definition, or divine era, the arcane era scholarly definition, or divine era scholarly definition. What was the divine era? Divine era, the third out of five eras. Oh my god. When the first gods were born out of mortal folk, and power began entirely fall into their wonderful and fragile hands. If you had gotten this question, you probably could have short-circuited that magic mouth. Let's go for... Skill says, I knew it was going to be some crazy question. Honestly, there was also a part of me that was thinking that it was going to relate to the Monty Python sketch. Like, what is the average flight speed of a swallow? It wasn't a riddle. That's very upsetting. Tell me about the divine era. Numinism is the belief in the right of walking gods to rule mortals. Walking god, the term used to describe the divine avatars who rose and fell in and around the divine era. Most major religions on the coast today are built around these figures, and their influence can be felt everywhere. Earth was the last known walking god when he faded, 27 years ago. Oh, nice. Attempt to show Snell what numinism means. The goblin has his eyes fixed on you as you hold up your hands. I'm going to say, turn on magic, pretend to use magic to mind control your followers, then pretend... I think this is the best way that Snell will probably understand what I'm trying to say. Pretend to act like a tyrannical magic man with a big stick, then pretend to use magic to mind control your followers, then pretend to show how these followers slowly overcome you as way better arcanists come into power through the fair system of meritocracy during the arcane era. His eyes are full of panic as you spend precious seconds waving your hands around. His panic overwhelms him. He is unable to even begin to focus on your attempt to communicate. Unfortunately... He opens his mouth to speak, still staring at you, dumbfounded. What are you doing? Gosh dang it. Oh. Beneath you? A sea of spikes? Oh, scrambled. that was easy miming. I could have done that. Ugh. Okay. No, no, no! Microseconds. That's what you got. But somehow you do manage to stretch out, sprawl out, with your hands landing on rough stone, and your feet? Well, let's just say you're in a bit of a crappy position right now. Do not move. Let's just relax here. I'm sure there's a way to solve this. Yeah, good. Keep holding. The goblin attempts to take a step down your lower back. Your feet slip an inch. Whoa, hold tighter. Crap! Your entire body is quaking. You cannot hold this for long. Okay, new plan. Cast spider climb. I don't have spider climb prepared. You don't have spider climb prepared? Why would I have spider climb prepared? I don't know. Why would you? I actually can't think of a single useful situation for it. You did used to have spider climb in your spellbook before the river took your collection. Alas, you will have to do this the brutish way. Stop this bickering. It is time to act. Take responsibility for the safety of this party. Climb. Hold out. Let him climb off. Wait, if you fail at holding on, won't that kill you right away? You will hold on. That's not an answer, buddy. Okay, Okay, crap. All right, let's see if I got this. No! Crap! Snell, climb off carefully. Right, okay, careful. He shifts his weight to one side. Your left foot slips. Careful. I'm trying. He takes another step. Your right hand loses grip. For one terrible moment, you feel yourself falling. Try to climb off. I got this. You don't. Jesus. The goblin lunges for the edge as your body drops. Yeah, death 2 incoming. Here we go. Iron, cold iron everywhere. You hit the spikes at an angle, your armor taking most of the impact. But not at all. But not all. Cleric! Oh my god, that's a Warhammer 40k reference. Brother, I am pinned here. You then feel something pulling. I got you. Many agonizing seconds later, the goblin manages to fish you out with a combination of his sling, parts of his shirt, and creative profanity. Climb up on the side. The voice starts up again as you do. You have braved the pit of wrong answers. Breathe and stand. Wobbly, but firm, you stand. And slide on my butt, like a scooting dog. Step forth and claim your prize, the plundered eye. I hate this place so much, your companion mutters to himself. Again, just to reiterate, Snell says across the gap, this place is somewhat dangerous. Divine rule. Numanism is when walking gods rule. Well, I don't know that. Why would I know that? It's basic history. The goblin gives you a frustrated but ultimately relieved sigh. The statue, now entirely silent, and you hear an esoteric boom coming from the drawer between its legs. Well done. The Minotaur's riddles are properly conquered. They were not riddles. Awesome. Let's see what kind of bling that cow was hiding. Well, let's check it out. Not before eating a metric hecton of apples and mushrooms. No, I have a sweet. Give me my health back. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And how much does this do? 3. Good. Perfect. All right. Give me. Drawer between the legs of the beast. What do we have? An incense bowl and a jacinth. The hell is a jacinth? Well, it's a type of... Okay, a red gemstone. It's very pretty and probably very expensive. Once this whole election business is over, you could either sell it in the black market or turn it at the tower for a reward. Neither would net you a fortune, but maybe a fraction of a fortune? Oh, I do like a fraction of a fortune. How you doing, buddy? You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Stay in formation. This place is dangerous. No need to tell me twice. Lead the way, cleric. All right, let's go. All right, great. That sucked. I'm saving, and you can't stop me. Okay. Almost the second death of the project happening so quickly, but you know what? We survived. Damn, adventurers sure do have it rough. An unfortunate fellow. The skeleton lies crumpled against the wall. Human, male, dead for months, maybe longer. His armor has been stripped away. Only scraps of leather and cloth remain. Someone looted the corpse. Or something. Sad sight. These tunnels eat people. Examine the body. You kneel down to inspect the skeleton. No obvious wounds. No broken bones. He didn't die from violence. Starvation, maybe. Or thirst. All right. Do you have anything fun? A piece of paper. What does this piece of paper say? Some kind of adventuring log. You look at the wrinkled piece of paper. Its content half legible through grime and stains. An adventuring log. Highly uninteresting. Okay, let me see if I can understand the draconic texts. Sure can. You recognize it as draconic, but the meaning escapes you. The dialect is old, formal. You need magic to translate it properly. All right, fine. We'll leave. Okay, this is the other side of the cube? Great. I'm leaving. All right, we have a steel... Oh, wait, what's this? A scared little rat. Grab it. I have a red rat now. I have 2 rats in my pocket. A mysterious door. Before you stands an iron door. At its center, a 5-pointed star has been etched deep into the metal. Esoteric energy emanates from the surface. A faint hum vibrates through the iron. That's some fancy door. Examine the star symbol. You lean closer to inspect the etched star. 4 points, perfectly symmetrical. Each point of the star glows faintly with residual magic. We touch the door. The gloved hand meets the cold iron. A ripple of translucent energy pulses across the surface. It's locked, magically. Any ideas, Snell? About your fancy mystery dungeon door? He crosses his arms and stares at it. Not really of my expertise, cleric. Not really my area of expertise, cleric. But I bet you need some kind of password. Or a spell. Or, He mimes breaking something with his fists. Subtle. Very subtle. But yeah, it could work. All right, so smash it. Or perhaps think for a bit. Obviously, there should be a way to get inside. All right, let me just try the door handle. You reach for the handle and pull. Nothing, it doesn't budge. No, the door is completely sealed. Too bad. Look for a keyhole? Search for the door's surface carefully. No keyhole, no lock mechanism visible at all. Let me press my ear against the door. You lean close, listening. Nothing. Complete silence. The door is too thick, or there's nothing beyond. Stop scaring yourself. This wizard knew what they were doing. You think it was a wizard? The star symbol, the seal, it's all wizard work. Fair point. Or something dangerous. What kind of magic is sealing this? Arcane lock, without a doubt. Can I dispel it? Obviously, if you had the spell for it. Is there a password? No. There might be a passphrase, however. Could I break it down? The door is iron, thick iron. Breaking through metal and magic. And the seal might fight back. Magical wards often do. All right, let's take a step back. This DC is way too high. It is literally impossible. Oh, maybe later. All right. So good. The good news is we didn't immediately die that time. So I'm feeling very optimistic, and we're going to skip that, whatever the hell that was, and we're going to move on. Because I don't think I have enough chutzpah to get eaten by a croc. I've passed this trial, right? You don't need to set me on fire again? Fantastic. All right. What's this? Nothing. I can't do anything with that. That is useless to me. We're leaving. Have I gone this way? I sure have. All right, just a little bit, a teeny bit more exploring. Just a teeny bit, just a hair, just a fraction. Just a tiny bit more tempting fate and clearly dying ominously. Oh, right, this is the goblins dealio, isn't it? No? Or is this... Wait. What? I've been here before, haven't I? A door, how interesting. You approach the firmly shut doors. They appear to not be open. I hate these things. OWDs sprouting like weeds across the dungeon. Terrible. Horrifying, even. OWD? One-way door. He taps the wooden surface. Completely impervious to damage and force. Unopenable via whatever esoteric crap keeps this place afloat. Unless you stand on the other side of it, at which point it opens like a door of friend and... oh God, one more time with feeling. Unless you stand on the other side of it, at which point it opens like the door of a friend on Roguelite night. I'll take your word for it. So I'll need to find the other side in order to open it? That's the logic here, yes. Well, keep an eye out. All right. There is a part... Oh, is this a... What is this? Oh, Shard of Yore. Fantastic. Okay. Unless there is... Because I do also want to get to the water lane. Because apparently that's where the owner of the tea shop is. Or at least might be chartering a boat to get out of their... way. Maybe they were oh, that's the book, right? What was the trap over here? Oh, right. That's the other side of this. Oh, good. Thank you. That makes it easy. All right. So I'm going to leave. This has been too much. Wisdom 10. Success. The wall here. It's a door. What? Is it? You detect something unusual about this section of wall. Specifically, the ornate skull. This is a doorway. What's up? Point at the wall. He squints at it. Oh, yeah. That's just the passage to the crypt. You know all about the secret doors down here? Just this one. It's right by the roots. Changes every other month or so if we don't keep watch. Gotta make sure it stays closed. Ever since you clerics stopped doing delves periodically, the undead issue has gotten a bit messy. Yeah, we really have screwed up with that policy of non-delving. I get the reason behind it. Gotta focus on the upstairs, but it's risky to leave defending the underbelly to third parties, I'd say. Even if you're doing a great job, all things considered. Anyway, if you want to check inside, you could probably hit that tile there. Run your hand along the surface. Your gloved fingers trace the stone. Smooth, cold, ordinary. But wait. A tile, distinct from the others. Press the tile. You push. A soft click. The wall shudders, then slides open. Revealing a dark passage beyond. Cold air rushes out. The smell of old stone and dust. Sweet! I'll keep my sling ready. Just kidding. I don't want to do this. Should I do it? But I'm such a weak little baby. I got my butt bitten off by a... No, I'm leaving. I'm taking the coward's way out. Hello, everyone. Who are you? You seem incredibly competent. Moongore, HWBT Guardian. Behold. Okay, you're a bugbear, level 3 fighter, a brute, a beast, and a warrior. She could break you easily. Loyalty is a fickle thing. Here, hers lies with the halfways, for sake of coin and shelter, but also something else, something more ethereal. Well, you seem incredibly competent. Would you like to join my party and save me from death? Human? The hairy beast towering over you, its face contorted into a stern and probably permanent frown. Watch yourself. This is halfways territory. This is a bugbear. They are most common in the West, living in the rough lands between Fortnip and the VK. VK? VK, dwarven slang for Viz-Ka, as if it needed to be shortened. This woman does not hold power over you. Do not let her stand in your way. Woman? Oh, boy. Yes, this is clearly a female, a real one, capable of terror beyond your sight and sound. She notices Snell with you and gives him a nod. Runner? Hey, Moongore. Things going well? They are going. She nods in your direction. This is your cleric? Seems so, yeah. I thought he'd be taller, she says with a scoff. Bow. I am cleric. I am the cleric. Nice to meet you. The bugbear places a hand on her weapon. Cleric, more like you. Do not cause trouble. A morning star. Beware. Morning star? No, that is clearly just a spiked mace. I believe the term is flanged mace? A club. Keeping it simple. Great. She will not use it. Have you seen a man in yellow pass by here? She grunts. Is that a yes? I did. Are you looking for this man? Yeah, well, clearly. The bugbear shows you a deep frown and says, If you see him, stick a knife through his heart for me. Wait, why? I saw him approaching from the pillar chamber, told him to step away from halfway turf. But that guy, he cast a spell on me. That's, that handsome, huh? What? No. He was as ugly as the rest of you. Ouch. I saw him approaching. He wore an ugly yellow robe. Then he said a few words, and I suddenly happily allowed him to pass. A charm of some kind. I was helpless, like a kitten. Gods, I hate kittens. Run away from her, before it's too late. What else can you tell me about him? He had a slightly darker skin, unlike most pale humans in Norvik. He carried a backpack and several things. Tools. That's not very specific. You want wordy? Go ask a poet. In which direction did he go? Through the south caves. She points towards the damp tunnel down the slope. I warned him about the monsters as he walked away, because of that darn spell. I would have hoped for him to be dinner for some hook horror or dark mantle, but the guy turned invisible as he entered the tunnel. I hate wizards. Same, can't stand those nerds. The bugbear lets out a grunt, clearly signaling she's done with this part of the conversation. Can I have that spell scroll you got? No, of course not. I got this as a gift. I can't just give it away. Please? No. Okay. 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 I don't know if I should risk that. Ah, what the heck, I'm an amorous type of fellow. You look like a great warrior. And woman. Attempt to flirt. I do not look like it, human. I am. Nod. I agree. A lot. Like, a lot. What are you attempting here? She laughs mockingly. Some type of courtship? You are a fool. Prove yourself worthy and I might look your way, you buffoon. How do I do that? Oh, that's what every girl wants, having to tell someone how to court her. Go away, weakling. Nod, and we're just going to take our L's where we get them. Yep, definitely skills getting into it. All right, so beware of monsters. South Caves, beware of monsters. So this was where I was supposed to be headed. The Divine Era Mural. Okay. All right, so we continue onward to the city below the city. Beware the crunch? The heck is the crunch? Strange markings cover the cave walls. Painted in faded segments. Humanoid figures, simple, primitive. Red and white against the dark tone. Examine the paintings. You step closer and to expect them. This style is unsettling. Crude stick figures with circular heads. Arms spread wide. Why not? It's daunting, but I'll try it. Oh, so very close. These are old, but that's just a guess. Dating the cave paintings is difficult without proper study. Snell, your people ever make art like this? Goblins? He laughs. We weren't even on this continent when these were made. My guess would be pre-fade, maybe? Skill says the crunch. The captain? Yes. That's our greatest enemy yet. Forget the crocodile. We're getting sugary cereal. And losing because I don't think I put any points into Constitution because I never do. What do we got? Funeral rites of a different era. Oh, sweet. Let me rob. I'll take that. That restores spell slots. Only level 1, though. Bone dust. Bone dust's ready. Dust from an old bone grinder. Very fine and faintly sparkling, made out of unicorn horn or whalebone or something. Can be used to... Oh, level 2 spell slots. A shard of yore. Very nice. They're like breadcrumbs leading me to my death. What is this? Is that a hat? A fancy hat. What's a yellow hat? A yellow hat? That's what I just said, Snell. Keep up. Fancy hat. You grab the smooth fabric. Yeah, this is like 1,000 crowns worth of esoteric cloth. Whoever dropped this is either rich as hell or just had to run from something real dangerous. Your companion looks around, a bead of sweat rolling down his brow. Oh, Frank must have gone through here. Keep an eye open. Fancy hat. It is mine now. Okay. Great. Increases my dexterity, but ruins my strength. If I put it on, I could probably wear this. Yeah, I would like to. How do I wear? Yes, I know. Oh, okay. Great. Where is it on my person? Am I wearing it underneath my helmet? How did I do that? What does that do to the scores? Not much. Okay. What does the rat do? -1 strength, -1 charisma. Why would I want this? Okay, great. You seem like a corpse. A headless corpse. Looks like some type of rogue. Oh, an esoteric lockpick. Great. That's incredibly useful for me. Where do I put you here? Great. Good. Now that's increased everything up to 12. So I have +1 on those. That's nice. The dungeon continues far into the west part of Tolstad. A place I apparently don't want to go. A sinking feeling appears. Is it another gosh darn trap? To your right. Your gut. It falters. The goblin jolts to the side. Cleric, there's... Huh? Oh, hey! Are you the Crusher? Oh, no. Okay. Second time at combat. One of the stalagmites has sprouted a particularly nasty-looking maw. How did I not notice that thing? It was hidden perfectly. Flung around the shadows of the cavern comes a long tendril. It flies towards you like a ballista firing a long, fleshy snake. In an instant, it's wrapped around. What? You're everything. Why? Damn it. It tightens its grip and it flails you around. Okay, that's fine. I can deal with that. Your ankle is crushed. You breathe through the pain. Scream and wiggle. Nope, I'm getting... But the tendril pulls back, dragging you, flinging you against rock and rock. Grab something. Don't let it... The roper has you, its tendril fastened like a locked jaw around your entire leg, as it attempts to pull you towards its maw, dragging you in like a fisherman with a thick catch on his hook. Now's not the time for a simile. A monster? Punch it. Once you get in control of your muscles again, that is. Is there really nothing I can do here? Pray. Waste of time. Try screaming instead. Huh? Be surprised. What? An ambush? The goblin attempts to spring into action, but he's just too late. Your prey. The tendril pulls you closer. But it clearly finds you difficult with all this struggling, so it slams you into the ground. God damn it! Okay. So, anybody want to go down to Water Lane? You know, see if we could find the owner? That sounds pretty fun, right? Water Lane? Yep, sounds good. That's what we're doing. Oh, is that... Can I take that? Oh, a petrified longbow. I'll take that. Heck yeah. Thank you. Mine now. Okay. All right, we're leaving. I appreciate your lovely room of death. Yes, I'll take the green rat. If I collect all the rats, will I get, like, a rat bonus? I hope so. I'm coming back for them. All right, great. Is this a snail? A snail shell. It's blocking the way. The air itself grows freezing cold as you head deeper into the tunnel until you find the passage blocked by a spiral shell. It's a massive unit. It is a massive unit of a hail snail. It fills the entire eastern passage. Holy hells! That's one thick snail. Don't be rude. He's just a little broad. Nothing wrong with that. The hail snail moves its thick head, the blue eyes stalk focusing on you. Oh, skill, power rat rangers? If that's the case, oh, you might be right. Oh, I am very tempted to go back and do some rat checking. The hail snail moves its thick head, the blue eye stalks focusing on you? Probably? You ever see a snail like this before, Snell? I mean, yeah. The goblin waltzes up to it and looks it up and down. He looks almost proud. This big guy's been here for months. Last time I was here, he was facing slightly to the left. Moving closer, you do see that the snail is moving. Maybe 10 degrees? Or 5? Not very fast. The frozen mucus slowly melting around it indicates a pattern. Yes, it is attempting to rotate, by hail snail standards, very, very slowly. It's a hail snail. Hail snail, a small icy mollusk, spread in esoteric weather events, often wreaks havoc upon crops and roofs alike. It'll be done by next year, probably. Then it'll head straight out of the tunnel in another 1 or 2. Snell, isn't this creature blocking your goblin operations in some way? At first, yeah. Sageleaf had plans of cleaning up roots and establishing a mushroom farm across the south and east tunnels. But the prospect of dealing with that kind of cleanup duty wasn't exactly something people were excited by, so when this big boy fell out of a crack last year, the whole thing kind of got postponed, and well, lots of halfway people were very, very fine with it. He points back through the tunnel. And ever since, we've only had to deal with the invasions from the south tunnels. Oh, so this leads to the east tunnels. Yep. Good. I have no business there, right? He nods. The east tunnels just lead to a bunch of dangerous trap-filled spiral halls leading to the shifting falls, and the water temple. Technically, there's some routes that lead to the lower palace as well, but if you want to go there, you better off be picking the upper paths. I'm already excited for it. You don't have to sell it, Snell. The goblin just looks at you, his gaze giving a type of neutral, dissociated look. Basically, this snail halved our work down here is what I'm saying. He turns to the creature and yells, "So take your time, will ya? All the time in the world." Want to pet the hail snail. Why? That would be very cold. A lovely sentiment, but it could hurt you quite a lot. Frostbite is no joke. You could probably make a joke about frostbite, if you tried hard enough. Okay, maybe I won't pet this frozen snail. Good choice. Good luck, snail. All right, for serious. No more distractions. We're going to the upper levels. We're going to water lane. Just, how the hell do I do that? What is it? That's important, but I'll check it later. How the hell do I get out of here? Well, I'll take some mushrooms. Okay, great. Oh, wait. Oh, you're just guarding one. Oh, so I have to go all the way back. Okay, fine. Fine, be that way. Yes, yes, quite ominous. Thank you. I've already died to pretty much everything that you've thrown at me, so I'm leaving now. But at least I know where the man in yellow went. And if I was a better adventurer, I could have probably done something about it. But I'm not, and I didn't. So we're moving on. Okay, here we go. Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Nice to see you. I'm leaving. Okay, now we need to find... the road to water lane. And I have no idea where that is. So I guess I'll follow the water. This is the Temple of Earth, which isn't useful to me. Oh, yes, you. Water lane. Tell me. Yes, the wooden boards have slightly floating. Yep. Come. Yes, I know about the sign already. I need water lane. Down the temple steps, across the circle square, through the garden tunnel, over the pillar crossing. Okay, good sign. Down the temple steps. This is the temple, right? This is the temple of Earth? Okay, so down the temple steps, through the crossing. So we go down to where the goblins are. No, this isn't where the goblins are. The goblins are over here. Let me see. That's a tea shop. What done exploded. There's my bike. So we go down here. Right. Then we go through the gardens, right? Is this the Goblin Gardens? Oh, Christmas. Okay. Where does this lead? The pillar crossing. That's what it said, right? Yes. Great. Where do I get to the water lane? Drunk Sphinx opens at 18 or 6 p.m. Wait, how do I? Okay, down here. Okay. Let me see. Is it this way? Is this where you get to water lane? Is this water lane? It says dormitory out of commission. Are you a wizard? Freitas. Okay, I can tell a lot about you, Freitas. A human earth folk, level 5 noble. She is dressed in fine, silken robe like a noblewoman. Her hair is short and coarse, the rebellious kind, but earth folk nobility nonetheless. Why is she down here? Not many of her kind keep company of water lane workers and goblins. Okay. Wait, nobility? Alright, I'm gonna take a gamble. Are you the owner of the tea shop? The girl looks across the chasm. She's pretending not to look at you. A noble woman? That's a pretty expensive dress. What's she doing down here? Clear your throat loudly. She slowly turns her head towards you. What? Where are we? No, go away. How rude. Cool. You're very rude. Sure, now go away. What do you know about the tea shop, mysterious woman? She rolls her eyes. It exploded. Why do you say that? Have you seen it? I get the feeling you don't want to talk about it. Don't have anything to say. I want to ask you some personal questions, but I have a feeling you won't respond in any meaningful way. Smart. Can you go now? Yeah, I guess. Jeez. All right, fine. Is this tunnels to the water lane view? Oh, okay, great. I actually managed to follow directions appropriately. That's great. Right. Where should I start looking for the owner? You approach your companion. Let's get on with it. Water lane sure is a crazy place. Yeah. Your companion glances up the rocky ceiling covered in dwarven artwork. One of the great crafted wonders of the world. Also a hive of scummy capitalism, so enjoy that. Remind me, what are we doing here again? Apart from disturbing the peace? He laughs. What did you want to know? Tell me again about this tea shop. Again? You want me to go over the general stuff again? No, I was kidding. Good. We've got stuff to do. All right, I'll go. The Reed Mead. See Yellens and stuff. Sons. Democratic propaganda. Let's see. Who do I need to pester? Street signs is Upper West View, Lower West Docks. Oh, I can't even go in here. Okay. Says opens at sundown. Well, what are you? Ascani Reed's Trading Company with a signature Free Strider logo. Oh, you feel right at home there, Snell. You're a Free Strider, aren't you? All right. Be on the lookout, Snell. We're looking for... What are you? Statue of Earth. Okay, well, not my problem. I need to get down to the water lane. Where does this lead? Path along the water. Because Chris told me that, what is that? A regular non-giant crab. Okay. I don't even know where this leads. I'm just going in. Oh, it's the mill. Ooh, incense. Thank you. I'm just going to avail myself of your stuff, whoever lives here. Doors barred. Not getting in there. Ladders. Straightest form of ascension. There seems to be a red thing up. All right, fine. You piqued my curiosity. You glance at the ladder. It's one hell of a climb. What kind of man, no, what kind of human cannot climb a simple ladder 20 short feet? It would be embarrassing for anyone of any age to fail this. Okay, well, an esoteric tingle leads you astray and I have disadvantage? All right, maybe not right now, then. Okay, keep your secrets for now, Mill. Okay. All right. I need to find out where the boats are because I need to make sure I get the tea shop, right? Let me go into my brain space. Journal. Nope. Questing. All right, tea shop. So, you're on the quest for Lady. You've spoken to Lady Miskashiv and begin a joint operation with their pawns. The goblin Snell. Let's hope he doesn't get in your way too much. Frank of Frankensons. Mungor spotted a man in yellow. Okay, that's the man dressed in yellow, but what I care about is you don't have permission to enter the tea shop. Oh, does that mean that... Okay. What is this? Class conflict. Cleric of Norm is a grand title suitable for a true human cleric like yourself. After your river adventure, your old spellbook is ruined. Find a service provider who can rebind it for you. Fix your ruined spellbook. Dang it. Dang it. River takey. Yeah, okay. It's fine. A missing paladin. Well, I completed that quest. You hear there's going to be trouble down on Water Lane this evening. On your first day in Tolstad, you should check it out. Some girl was delivering an Asgol magazine on Upper Tolstad. She seemed out of place and talked about going down to Water Lane this evening. Circle Square conflict. An orc had a bunch of dwarves that are in deadlock. The dwarves want to hold a rally, and the orcs sent to stop them. Okay. Coin capture, cash sidnapping. These are many ways to describe it. Get rich or die trying. The only way to do is get this milk delivery gig. Try checking around Water Lane in the morning. Okay, I'll try that tomorrow morning then. Okay. All right. This may sound like a stupid idea. That's mostly because it is. But so far, the only lead I have is the man in yellow. No, not that one. H.P. Lovecraft, by the way, for those of you who thought I was an idiot. What is this? The door looks promising. Okay. You stand before a damp door on a cramped corner house. The wood is dark, swollen with the perpetual moist of Water Lane. A layer of river mud and algae. You know someone here? There's a knock on the door. You wrap your knuckles against the wood. A solid rhythmic knock. What? Knock? What? Knock. Second level... No, shut up. Wait. A moment passes. Then the sound of a heavy latch sliding. The door creaks open. A pair of bulbous eyes stare up at you. It is an Anurin. Dressed in a tiny velvet smoking jacket. Quite distinguished despite the lack of pants. Kiss, what is it? He blinks slowly. A translucent membrane flicks across his eyes. I'm busy. Très occupé. I have some questions. Oh? Wait. He squints at your uniform. Are you, how you say, le clergy? I am the cleric, yes. Ah, bon. You carry the weight and pride of a true cleric. He nods respectfully. At last you are not from the tithe house. I don't know what accent I'm going for, but it's going to be a combination of it, and we're on this ride together. The Anuran peeks his head out from behind the door. Tevuque. Ask for a contribution to my cause? Sure, why not? Oh. You clear your throat. Look, buddy, hand over some goods. Direct. Perhaps too direct. The Anuran's eyes narrow. Pardon? You beg at my door? Espèce de... I don't even think that's a... Yeah, no. So that's a no? Is that all you wanted? To bother and to beg? What is your name? I am Guillaume de la Decrète. What does it mean? Nothing you will need to concern yourself with. Why do you ask if I'm a cleric? Because you smell of incense and self-righteousness. C'est évident. Imbécile. Rude. What do you do here? I live here. Je vis ici. Is that a crime now, in this maudit city? He seems defensive. Nice house. No, it is as you say, a crap. Temporary, until I take the next ship home. He gestures vaguely to the port. I'm gonna go now. Good. Au revoir. The door clicks shut. So you really just went and knocked on some stranger's door? Look, I'm not gonna knock you on your methods too much, but if you keep this up, we'll be done by 6 months after the election. You didn't even ask about the tea shop, not once. I didn't? You didn't. I'm fairly certain I slipped one in there. I'm fairly certain you did not slip anything, metaphorically or otherwise, into anyone. I just had a feeling this door was important, was all. The goblin closes his eyes in a short, silent contemplation, then says, maybe stick to les points d'interest, okay? That's funny, I like that. All right, fine. I mean, it's... Okay, all right. Look, the door was selectable, all right? I'm very distracted. I blame this universe. All right, so apparently nothing about the docks is going to happen until nighttime, so I am going to risk it all. And what? What do you want to tell me? What is this? The Goblin Garden. I don't want to go to the Goblin. Wait. What? Do I want to go to the Goblin Garden? Yes, I do. I do want to do that. Okay. So we're going to try to fight the rock monster again. Oh, hey, you're back. Neswakala, Nessen of the Green. Oh, I have a lot of wisdom. I should be able to... Yeah, Skilljoy's right. I have Skyrim brain going on right now. Okay, let's engage. Neswakala, Nessen of the Green. At the top of the garden lookout, you see a strange creature hunched over. Underneath a large red hat, her drooping gaze slowly slides towards you. Not a hat. She's got an actual mushroom growing out of her skull. The elf drops a final piece of mushroom into the bowl on the table and gives you a creepy grin. Nice corner you have. Nice corner you got here. Slowly, and in an appropriately dramatic fashion, she widens her eyes to reveal piercing red pupils. And her grin widens even more, somehow. Oh, gods, she's trouble. She's real trouble. Just look at the side of her head. Look at those ears, white hair, ashen hue, and those eyes. Snell seems to stay behind a bit. The goblin is staring into the wall. He looks queasy. An elf? Aren't they rare? In your days, you've only seen a handful of these gangly freaks. Elves don't usually hang around in Norvik a lot. They usually stay away from lesser folk. But look at her. This is no elf of Ilim. This is one of those dark elves. Hello, elf. You hear a guttural chuckle leave her lips. A man delves into the garden, his sights set on the mysterious below. Are you that man? Am I that man? More or less. She's just being dramatic. I am a man. Oh, man's man. Exotic. The elf stammers? Or is that an idiolect? The elf does not so much as stammer as she tastes some words more than others. She turns around, her red eyes glimmering beyond the mist of spores. Neswikala of the Green. Call me Nessin. I am an underling to the Hierophant Opidana. Of course, a druid. As you look into her eyes, you can feel it. She communes with nature itself on the regular. You're a druid? Prove it. She gives you a goofy smile. I don't see how I could prove such as more than I currently do. She points to her head mushroom. There is indeed not many folks sitting around pretending to be mushrooms in bushes. Otherwise, this city would be even stranger. I've spent my days handling primal forces, that which grows and decays. What do you mean by primal? One of the three pillars of magic. It is represented in the natural, wild, savage, and elemental forces of yore. They cannot be controlled, only bargained with. Do you know much of it? Yeah, they went over the basics at the towers. The towers? Ah, your wizard school. I'm not a wizard. But you train in a wizard's tower? It's not a great name for it. It's really more of a library with an old lecture hall that smells like fungus. Fungus? Oh, I should visit. She lowers her gaze for what you realize is the first time since she raised it. I would like to hear your tale, human. There is much to be learned from your folk and your settlement in this band. Settlement? It's a great city-state, not some lone village. How sustainable is your lifestyle? Sustainable? How do you replenish the resources you consume? And if you do not, how many years until depletion? You mean me in particular or my people? Both. Or either. She presses down a mushroom in her bowl, sending the puff of spores into the air. I'm supposed to know that? I do not mean an exact number of hours or even years until you run out of natural resources. Just an approximation. You want an answer now? If you have it. But there is no stress. Well, think about it. To keep one balanced with the primal forces of the land is the only just way to live. Oh gods, you're focusing too much on the question. Instead, focus on what she wants to hear. I personally could live on an apple a day. That's pretty sustainable. Oh, that's not good at all, human. Your kind requires much more substance. A true statement. Please consume food. I'll make up for it. Not this guy, pose with your thumbs in the air. Your legs tremble. To be fair, you haven't had a decent meal in a long time. She shows you a worried expression. Care for yourself. Do not let the idealization of a goal hinder a healthy lifestyle. She gives you some of the mushrooms from her bowl. Heck yeah! Please, eat. It is as the hedonists say. Listen to your empty stomach. She places a palm against the rough floor. Opidana has helped keep the undersea from being overtaken by unbalancing powers. Demigods, fiends, celestials, your human arcanists, each creates a power that not only overtakes the primal, they do so with ease. That great war your kind waged upon another delayed it, but I do certainly believe it is inevitable. She speaks of the unsustainable nature of magic. Well, humans barely exist anymore. We're almost extinct. Fair, your kind might be an offshoot of a much more dominant force. But you still hold great power in this band. Do not forget that. She takes a deep and deliberate breath. Now, enough of complicated topics. Tell me, human, do you have a mate? The elf speaks of nature as a close ally. You should... Wait, what did she just ask? Stare at her. Well? Your cheeks clench. No, no, not good. Your companion takes a few steps further away. Calm down. This is not a hostile situation. Elaborate. Of course, I apologize if I was vague, human. I only mean most humans in the settlement group in pairs. I wondered if those of your kind do the same, for such long-term committed partnerships. She did not have ill intent with her original inquiry. No, I'm married to my work. Clear your throat. She lowers her mushroom cap and sighs. I see. It is the same here, then. The path of an esoteric guardian is to be alone. The elf starts adding some kind of oily liquid to her mushroom bowl. A strange substance, golden, perhaps from some kind of undersea whale. If this old elf can guide you in any way, make it so. If not, I will return to my toil. It's challenging. I'm not going to try it. What do you know about the tea shop? Only what the roots whisper to me. The elf leans closer, twisting her head to the side. You must delve deep, human. Something rotten happened that day. The green quakes. They fear what's to come. They whisper. Do they whisper anything useful? She leans back and lets out a resigned sigh. You do not speak with the trees often, do you? Insane behavior. Okay, thanks. Yeah, I've had enough fun. I am definitely going to try to show you my earthly attunement, but I am on a mission, and I'm running out of day. It's already 6:30 in the universe. So I need to go, and we need to confront a rock monster again. For no adequate... God damn it. Please don't tell me that... Okay, good. We're moving on. Nobody saw that. Where the hell is... Oh, it's over here. Right. This leads to the crypt. Yes? Yes. Okay. Now let's go back down here. Back down the steps. Okay. So I know it's probably a terrible idea. In fact, it's probably the worst idea. Earthly skill asks earthly attunement. Is that slang for something? Yes, it is. It is short for smoking that dank kush. I don't know. Okay. Wait. Nope, I don't want to be here. This is not where I want to be. I want to be somewhere. There's too many places to go. Dang it, developers. You put too much video game in your video game. I'm having a wonderful time. -10. Okay, what is this? Protecting you from damage. For the duration, your loss of hit points is reduced by 1. Skill says, I'll show you my earthly attunement. You know what? Do it. Skill, do it. I dare you. Prove your earthly attunement to everybody here. Let me see. Okay, great. And so where... Oh, and there's the hat. Yep. A shard of yore. Okay, here we go. I take the hat. Yep, gimme. A yellow, yep. Great. Okay, so we have to do some things. First thing we're going to do is how long? Dancing light, short rest. Spend 1 hour to recover, remove 1 level of exhaustion, and restore 1 spell slot. All right, we're going to do that. Spend 1 hit die on a short rest. What the hell? Baseball glove rocket ship? I don't even know what that... in a pit. You're too powerful, Skill. Skill, I don't even know what that is. You've dazzled me with your knowledge. Okay, so good. I recovered from my exhaustion. Great. Okay, great. Unlocked all ability checks. Fantastic. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on myself. And that's it. Okay. So here we go. Right. And let me see. Oh, you have a lockpicking set, which is good. Yep. Let me equip that. Good. The hat. Fancy hat. Gives me increased. Well, I'll leave it at that. Okay. So I have a +1 to dexterity. Good. Okay, great. +2 strength, -2 wisdom. Fantastic. Okay. So that brings it up to +1. Wisdom is down to just +1. That's perfectly fine. I'm fine with that. Okay. And then we save. And then we get murdered. Main. Overwrite main. Yes. Okay. Resume. All right. Let's get murdered. Yep. There it goes. A sinking feeling appears to your right. Your gut. It falters. Okay. So I got ambushed. Yep. Yep. Still very ambushed. Okay, good. Yep, don't know how I noticed it. An ambush. A monster? Punch it. Once you get in control of your muscles again, that is. Is there nothing I can do here? Pray. Okay, yes, we've done this already. Be surprised. Can I... No reason to cast inflict wounds? Great. What? Okay, so I still get... Yep, grabbed. Yep, great. Oh, only 1 point of damage. Great. Okay, good. Yep, okay, great. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, so a new development because I didn't die immediately. Your companion rushes into action, taking out his sling. Try to grab something. Grab what? The ground. I don't know. He takes a swing. He takes a swing and fires off a bullet in its direction, striking it right at the center mass. But the bullet just bounces off and lets out a horrendous hiss. Balls! No way. You're not getting anywhere near that maw. Slither like your life depended on it. Because it does! There's still a chance. Find an opportunity. You're feeling sick. Break free. Okay. So this is this is moderate. Maybe I can slither? Good, I can slither. You spasm. You spasm harder. Each loosens the grip of the beast. Following the violent flinging, you kick and flail and rotate and dance, in the beautiful dance imitating a fish on land. Great simile. Shut up. With a final violent limb toss, the tentacle actually loosens quite a bit. That should make it easier? The tendril pulls you closer. But it clearly finds you difficult with all this struggling, so it slams you into the ground. Oh, I am at 1 HP. Bones broken, loosely dangling. You don't have anything good to say. Say nothing, okay? It grips even harder. The goblin rushes up to you and yells, "Let go!" He struggles against the tendril in a frantic attempt to save you. The goblin's bravery is admirable. Make use of it. This is it. All right, here we go. And I have advantage, so great. With a deep animalistic groan, you push yourself to the limit, your body in a fight against this rubbery appendix of despair. No more. Break loose, for real. You get a hold of it as it slithers around your leg, and you rip it to shreds. The beast shrieks as his tentacle is left broken by your incredible display of power. You are free. One last breath. The beast lunges forward, way further than you expected. Its maw brushes up against you and bites down. I don't know if we're gonna get past the rock monster, guys. I don't know if we're gonna do that. I don't think we are. Can I go around it? Okay, great. I could have done that the entire time. Fantastic. Oh, skill, you are way behind. This is death number 3, my guy. Okay, what do we have here? What is this? Leaves, lizard. So is this incense? Yes, great. What does incense do again? Because I have a lot of it. Incense can be used to recover first level spell slots. Okay. All right. What is this? A grand engraving of the divine era. Among the fallen and broken of the ancient world lies among them a single structure, a monument to a forgotten power. At the top, a cracked lion's head glares at you, a one-eyed lion with a single dark and empty socket. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, yes, skill. Gator, yes. Maw 1 and Maw 2 definitely killed me. A shrine like any other. You feel at home on your knees here. Shrine of what god? One lost to time. Does it work? You may prepare spells here, yes. There is a connection to divinity. Shrines like this often hold a latent connection to your strings. If you can do it at a shrine of one dead god, why not another? Do not compare Earth to this cat god. If you think your god is somehow unique, then you are sorely mistaken. You seen anything like this, Snell? Sure. Looks like a normal cat thing. There's a ton of them all over the city, if you know where to look. Are you some sort of cat expert? No. He speaks truth. Hard to tell exactly what's going on here, due to the rubble and the dust. You could try investigating it more closely, but remember, the white manes are famous for their traps. So be careful. Now, let me take a step closer. You see over the front of the shrine, seeing traces of markings on the surface. It's that light on the ceiling. It is an illusion. Do not mind it. It is absolutely not the sun. Okay. Let me see if I can investigate the shrine. Sure can. Your gloved hand glides over the markings on the front of the shrine. There's something there, inside the stone. And it's text. Tracing your fingers, you realize something is written, faintly, scrubbed down over centuries into the surface of the shrine. It says, El ojo rojo vigila tus logros. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the red eye sees your logros. No idea. You take a step back and mumble it to yourself. The red eye watches over you. Does that mean anything? Probably. They wouldn't just write that on the shrine for no reason. He shrugs. They honestly might have, but who knows? You glance upward at the lion's head. The eye socket. Perfectly sized for a gemstone. This is obviously a secret you would be able to trigger in case you insert the correct gemstone. I just so happen to have one. Look at the eye socket. The stony lion's head glares at you with that one sunken dark eye. You might want to be a bit careful about it, but you could probably just put in that jacinth there. So I just need to insert a gemstone here? Yes, either a ruby or a jacinth would be rather practical. A rather practical guess. These barbaric civilizations, if you can even call them that, were all the same, shiny rocks and mysterious temples used as esoteric triggers. All right. Carefully, you guide the jacinth into the perfectly sized eye hole. Once close enough, like a magnet, it gets sucked in. Then you hear strange noise in the walls. Is that a trap? But I fixed it. Oh, gods! The goblin gasped for air, unable to speak. Look to your left. Oh. You just almost just died. That was fast. You would have died had the final blade not been blocked by those vines. And Snell would have died if he too stood just a bit further back, or to the left. Crap. The goblin is actually shaking. Nice dodge, Snell. We were so close to just, like, dying. Look at these things. You'd be cut in half. Are you aware of that, cleric? Miss, maybe. We'll see in a bit. I've heard of delayed response is normal in these situations. Heard about a guy that got an arrow through his skull once, like straight through. The goblin tends to talk a lot when he's in emotional panic. This frickin' guy, he just kept walking around like nothing had happened. Like he was just... With a brash crack, the front of the shrine pops out of place. The goblin jumps. A deep rumbling voice echoes through the chamber as a lion's skull begins floating out of the shrine, along with a ghostly halberd. El vigilante rojo de crin blanca castigara tu... the red vigilante of white something. Throw me your what? Hello. I return the eye. Then the skull falls to the ground. Stare at it as it rolls to the side. Huh. I'm not sure. He glances around, scanning for threats. That was a ghostly apparition left to guard this shrine. Yes, Skill says the magical mythical language of Spanish. Honestly, if it turns out that the actual magical language needed to cast spells is Spanish, y'all so screwed, because your boy has moderate understanding of it. I am ashamed to my people. There we go. The undead spirit of this heretical temple. No, I don't think they planned it to go that way. For once, I agree with you. The skull is on the ground before you, and that halberd is just... the skull's on the ground before you, and that halberd is just floating there, all ghost-like. Be careful. Loot them. Come on. Guess I'll check them out. Okay. A ghostly halberd. +1 to intelligence and 1 to wisdom? Heck yeah, that sounds like something I want. Bingo. And I'm going to put my... Yeah, I'm going to put my helmet back on. Okay. And the skull. What do we got? A lion's skull. You kneel down and look at the cat-like skull on the ground. Hello. No response. What's your thought on this, Snell? My head is as empty as that skull, cleric. Can we go? Okay, I'll leave you to it. Okay. So, anything more from the door? Guess I could prepare some spells. I have all of the spells that I could possibly prepare. I have a 3rd level spell, which is great. Holy power radiates from the aura with 30-foot radius, awakening your boldness and all other... Until the spell ends, the aura moves with you, centered on you. All allies add 1d12 to ability checks, which would be great if I had access to level 3 spells. Do I? No, I have 1 2nd level spell. Yeah, so we're done here. Oh, I have to... Okay. This one. Great, because I'm not able to do a 3rd level spell. Fantastic. And we're saving. Okay. All right. So what do you think? Should I try again with the maw? Because so far it seems like I got myrtleized pretty efficiently. Oh, what the hell? I'll try it one more time. Maybe I'll get lucky. Here we go. Nope. Yep. I failed. Yep. Great. Good. Awesome. Yeah. Yep. This is all going terribly wrong. I didn't cast the thing. That would, yep. Yep. That probably would be, yep. Great. Yep. Okay. Okay. Yep. And then death. Yep. Okay, good. Nope. Bad. Great. Okay. So I survived. Grab what? I don't know. Okay. Yep. That does nothing. Right. Okay. I'm going to slither and fail that. Yeah. This is going real bad. Yep. There we go. There it is. Okay. Okay. So instead of that, now that we have a brand new weapon, one that seems pretty neato, I think what I'm going to do is leave. But I'm going to go ahead and see if I can actually put up a fight with that gator. I'm going to eat an apple first. Part of a nutritious diet. Consume the apple. Okay. So I'm going to go back up and I'm going to confront. No. Am I capable of confronting the gator? Maybe as the last act, instead of confronting the gator, instead of doing any of that, I am going to explore the caverns. Is that another rat? Come here. Give me. Yeah. Rat Squad. What is this? Thousands of dead. Ugh. I hate this place. A literal pile of skulls. Thousands, each a life taken by war, suffering, or time itself. An eternal cycle. You will join them soon. This is insane. So many bodies? You know well about this. This was the first of the containment crypts. Containment crypts? Containment crypt. An area designated as confinement for the body's skill. Thank you for your flip-floppingness on your faith in my capabilities. I appreciate the lack of confidence and the restoration and the lack of confidence. Many were erected beneath Norvik during the years of attempted reclamation of the Cursed Lands. The first? Oh, this is Earth's first crypt. Built for himself, by himself. These bones belong to the curse victims, those claimed by the Cursed Land's horrors. Destined to rise as undead hordes, Earth sent many expeditions to the east, each an attempt to reclaim the spirits, the literal bones of those who were left behind. Entire ships were loaded with the many, many bodies, brought ashore to Norvik, then put into these crypts. Unmarked graves, yes, but consecrated all the same. An attempt at total redemption. Putting them all under a city was a pretty ballsy move. It was. And as you can see, it was a success. These bones do not move. They are not held in the crazed vitriol of negative necromantic energy. They are at rest, even in this horrid state. Watch them carefully. They do not move. So all these people who died in the Cursed Lands? Yes, the greatest tragedy of your people. This is how they ended up, simply due to the issue of numbers. There were too many bodies to give proper burial rites to each of them, even after burning the flesh. Since the ocean or river burials are even more problematic due to the horror issue, this was the best option. All right, so let's bow our heads and leave. And move on with the crypt. Okay, so we have ourselves a skeleton. I think I can kill a skeleton, right? Right? This'll be easy. A horrid noise in the dark. Moving, a mess of rusty iron and clattering bones. Moving towards you. No, no, no! I hate the crypts. It calls to you. Okay, also not great. Okay. Incoming undead. It is set on killing you. No crap! Destroy it! Don't you have some holy magic against this thing? The goblin brings out his sling. In one swift move, he launches a projectile towards the abomination. It flies right through its open ribcage. You must defend yourself and smite this abomination. Too late to run away, but you gotta stay loose or this thing will cut you to pieces. The bones are outside of the body. They must return. Clearly, any type of piercing or slashing damage would be near useless against this creature. Blunt force is all you need. Okay. Let's see. I'll go with what I can best at, so I'll try to dodge it. Wait. Can I just tell it to stop? How? Skelepathically? That's very good. Being friendly never hurts. Got you dying to the skeleton. Yes, I know. All right, let's go try to dodge it. I have advantage. And I failed. You attempt to move with the attacks, but you just end up stepping on your feet. Nearly falling over, but not quite. Taking stilted steps toward you, the skeleton raises its sword hand. The blade comes down, striking you in the shoulder. Oh, I do have Shield of Faith. Amazing. The bone-chilling shriek emanates from the skull. This might be your last chance. The skeleton is growing more and more frantic. Focus! Letting go of his sling, the goblin instead goes for a kick to the skeleshins. While the creature is jittering about, Snell still managed to hit it, sending it scrambling to regain balance. Now, get him! You have to push it further. Fight! Daunting. Moderate. Daunting. All right, I'll try to dodge again. Yeah, I did it. Your feet, they dance. Side to side, your eyes focused on the skeleton's blade. You're ready for anything. The skeleton is off balance and missing its next strike. It flies past, inches from your face. Bones and iron stabilize in front of you, focusing on its only task. It hasn't been long, but now you realize the skeleton is getting its bearings. This will be the end. That's right. Come here, you piece of crap! The goblin lines up a shot with his sling and mutters, I've got you now! Your last chance. Take it or die by Earth's valor. All right. I'll try to give it a punch. Hey, yes! With a single swing, you line up a perfect strike. Your fist connects to the thing's skull, cutting off its horrid shriek. The impact sends the skull flying off as the rest of it collapses upon the crypt floor. Great hit! The bones spill to the ground in a pile of dust and scrap metal. No other threats. This skeleton must have been the only guardian. Thank you, Snell. You're welcome. You did good, too. You've performed your duty. This crypt has been cleansed. That's a Nova's statement. The goblin leans on his knees, panting. Gods, I hate crypts. He raises a finger and wags it. Nothing ever good came from constructing a crypt. You either get cursed, you get a cursed place filled with death, or a meat grinder filled with undeath. Agreed. That's why we burn corpses these days. Really, a genuinely smart tradition. Best thing humans ever invented. Actually, I think it was a dwarven thing originally. Oh. Well, it was smart to adopt it, or at the very least A bang from somewhere far away echoes down the hallway. The goblin jumps. a shiver down your spine. Then the chamber grows silent once more. A scent of death still lingers. He clears his throat. Screw this place, let's go. Hold on, I have to make sure this warrior gets what he deserves. Which is? Some respect. Right, I get it. I'll do what I must. Ruined armor, broken sword, but that helmet. Let me see. Ooh. But it ruins my charisma. That's useless to me. Ooh, is that a mace? A mace? Heck yeah. +2 constitution, +1 wisdom. Great. Mace of terror. You reach for the mace. It is cold. Colder than iron permits. This metal feels wrong. Got yourself a nice weapon, eh? Grip it hard. As your gloved hand wraps around the handle, a chill runs up your arm. Not just cold. Something else. A presence. Wait. Watch out! Turn around. Mace of terror. Nothing. Just the empty crypt. But you saw something. In the corner of your eye. You good? The goblin looks concerned. Did you just look at the mace again? Cleric? You look down at the mace. Something is very, very wrong with it. What, is it cursed? Did I just get cursed? No, it's there again. Crap, look out! The figure in the periphery. Watching. Spin around. Still nothing. Gone. But you know it was there. You felt it. This thing is haunted. What? He stares at the mace. You sure? I'm sure. Great. Haunted weapons. Just what we needed. Damn this. You find this lovely weapon ready to take on the city's foulness, and you simply cannot wield it. The horror, like some unfleshy ghast, come to haunt you. It is too great. Keep it sealed. Keep it close. The spirit watches. Gulp. Okay. What else we got? The first tomb of Earth. The tomb of a fighter. It is empty inside, except... What? What's inside? Bone dust and money. That's part of my cleric duties, right? Looting? Crypt of an archer. It is empty. Nope. It's mine now. Okay. Let me engage. This is it. This is the first place his body was placed 27 years ago. Your lord, your master, your god Earth. Fallen and exhumed, like his city. Watch closely. This is how every divine dominion ends, with the cracking of an ugly tomb. This place is still holy, consecrated. Despite this, horrors still walk the grimy tiles. Earth's traces still linger here, as it should. All right. Well, that's fun. I'm leaving now. Why are you still highlighted? So these won't try to kill me like that other skeleton? No, they will not. Earth's divine protection still holds over these here graves. We all thank him for that. All right, bow my head to the dead and see you later, deados. All right, what else we got? I need some type of key to go up there. Maybe a crypt key? I don't have a crypt key. What are you talking about, a crypt key? I don't got no crypt key. Officer crypt key? No. Okay. All right. Fine. Then the last thing... Let's see. What is the last thing we're going to do? What time is it in-game hours? It is almost 7 p.m. That's still very early. Okay. So the last thing that I will do is attempt to kill that alligator. And hopefully we'll be fine. Am I still under the effects of Shield of Faith? Okay. Let's save. Let's try the alligator one more time. First, let's get all this crap. Gimme. Gimme. Another one-way door. Okay, fine. Maybe the alligator has a crypt key. Maybe I'm just going to die again horribly. Who can say? All right, here we go. Engage. Yep, 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 yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's the... Oh, I see the alligator. It's swimming in. Okay, what are these crates? Yeah, okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Great. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Food. Okay, just food. Yep. Mm-hmm. Great. Why food? Why food in the sewers? Foolish question. Obviously, there's a hideout of some kind. I've been trying to nail this. Yep. Mm-hmm. Great. Honestly, this whole thing. I don't. Yep. Okay. Let him continue. Okay. This is making me younger. Really? You? Let's do. Sorry, I'm just speeding through this. Look for. I forgot that I haven't read this. I'm sorry, I was just enjoying it. um, but look, I just assume we're the type to get hungry. I guess I'm not exactly a foodie. That does explain it a bit. Why food? Yep. Mm-hmm, yep. Mm-hmm. God, is there a mega monster? It's either that or hold on, a mega monster? Is that an official classification? No, it is now. I don't think you have that authority. Of course you do. Of course I do. I'm the cleric. Right. He no longer cares. Okay, here we go. For an instant, he is not a goblin. He is a ghost. Great hungers. All right, let's turn around. Goblin is ready on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, and aiming. Yeah. Scramble to get ready. Okay, here we go. Oh, fantastic. Ugh. Earth, bless your soul. Wait, I feel like this happened last time. Snell's sling creates an incredible sound. Yep. Bowser last presses the monster right on the neck, causing him to let out an angry growl. This is the playful toying with his food is suddenly over. The croc creature lunges forward. Silent focus bursts his face into enveloping with its maw and then bites down. That was an instant kill. But I'm still in it. You manage to squirm out of its grip. Blood is lost. Okay. What? Bow down before it's too late? Okay. Let me do that. You no! Stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. Soulless, predatory. A beast who developed consciousness, but not fascinating. The goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep growling sound. It sounds annoyed. No hunt, no struggle, huh? Okay, so it pushes me, and I'm down again. Come on. No! I have a feel. One more time. One more time. I swear. Okay. One more time. Just one more. I have a good feeling about this one. I have Shield of Faith on me, right? Currently concentrating. No, I don't. Grease. What do I need? I need, like, stuff to increase my constitution. What about that helmet? Okay, good. I don't need charisma, I suppose. I have all these rats in my pocket. Charisma, strength, constitution. Why do I have all these rats? Dexterity, strength. What does the mace do? Constitution and wisdom. We're gonna do that. But -2 strength, which is probably not gonna be great. Anything else I can equip? Dexterity minus charisma. Accessory? Okay, well, I have all the accessories. I have +1 strength, +1 dexterity. And the book will just weigh me down. Right, so that's useless to me. This will give me +1 dexterity, but -2 strength. I don't think I want my strength to be so low, just in case. Okay. All right. You know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. Here we go. One last try. Yep. Great. Yep. 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 And there's the crocodile coming in on the left. Very nice and subtle. Okay. Okay. Well, let's just go down the list. Okay. So let's just go down the list. Okay, there we go. Could they be shipping? Doesn't look like it. Whatever they're doing, it's being eaten here. The goblin shudders. Should keep guarding, see if it comes back. You know. Quest. What? Tea shop quest. Right, anyway. We should go get back up. Yep. Yep. And let's just leave. Okay, here we go. One more time. All right. Not great. Not a good start. Okay. Yep, bites me. All right, not as terrible. Okay, great. What? It's too late. You are food. Okay, why not? Let's do it one more time. Yep. Then he pushes me. Good. 1 damage. Amazing. Goblin sends a quick glance between the two of you. He's unsure if he should strike again or see there's some place to be found. No, I don't want to. Gah. Kraid is bored. You are. I did it! I survived the encounter! I'm the best at passive aggression. You are cleric, no? The goblin takes a deep breath, then he hisses at you under his breath. Do not push your luck. I am the cleric. Yes, get it right. The croco beast's tail whips around, sending dust up into your face. Do not be trouble, and Kraid will not be trouble. The beast lumbers over to the encampment. You look on, taking heavy breaths. Snell leans on his knees. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees, dizzy skull. Crate sits down on the crate in front of the little stovetop. Hunt is done for daytime. Now is rest and cooking. What in the world have you stumbled into here? Gulp and approach his camp. Okay. Okay. Dusk of day one. So, we lived based on ingenuity and by being very lucky with dice rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another sweet roll. Okay, and we're going to switch everything back out. What does this do? Intelligence, Constitution, but minus Charisma? No thanks. I need my Charisma. Can I not? I would like to equip this, please. How do I... Can I... How do I... What? Can I double click it? Can I put this away? Okay. No, I will not. Okay. Great. Okay, there we go. This increases my intelligence and wisdom, so I do like that. But what does the mace do again? Constitution, wisdom... Yeah, no. This, I mean, no. No. It's fine if I'm not well constituted. All right. So, on that note, good news is that we died. Well, actually, that's not good news at all. So we did die quite a few times based on some unluckiness. But you know what is the real secret winner here? Persistence and save scumming. I don't know if that applies to what you can do in real life, but you know what? It worked for me, and that's all that matters. So, in the next episode, which we're going to be playing on Thursday at 7 p.m., we're going to find out what Craig's deal is. But we should also keep in mind that we have, we do have the man in yellow, which is down in that place, which is being guarded by that rock monster that will undoubtedly myrtleize us almost immediately. So we're probably going to need a few more levels before we do that. However, we do have all those items in the evening time that we should probably get around to doing. I know that we have to go down to Water Lane because I know that there's an event there. We could also technically resolve the issue with the dwarf and the orc, the Arganists, and the Freestrider orc. So there's a bunch of things that we can do on our next session that I'll be horribly distracted by, and it'll be super great. But that will end it for tonight's session. Thank you, dear viewer, for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself this evening. Again, the next time that we're going to be playing is at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday with more Esoteric Ebb. And, as always, dear viewer, if you enjoyed tonight's session, feel free to subscribe so that you can always find your way back home. Oh, right, closing thoughts. I like this game. I like it a lot. I'm not good at it, but I like it a lot, and I think that's all that matters. Yeah, I think that's it. It has a sense of humor to it that I do genuinely enjoy. In a very real sense, if you ever wanted to have like a Dungeons and Dragons session by yourself, this kind of is it, sort of. I mean, yeah, like it's less organic and flea throwing, and like, it does have, certain lines that it won't cross over because it's, programmed into the game. But it's very similar to this. So if you ever wanted to give Dungeons and Dragons a try, if that whole, the whole D&D craze hasn't passed you by just yet, by all means, pick up Esoteric Ebb. It is very enjoyable. But yes, with that said, I'll be heading out, and yes, we'll be picking this up again on... Am I repairing? Yeah, I am. I have nothing more else to say. Hope you had a good time, and I hope to see you in the next episode. So, thank you, everyone, and bye-bye.